What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at exercises to help improve your ankle stability. So if you notice that your ankles feel a little loose, or maybe you have a history of ankle sprains, then you'll want to stay tuned for today's exercises. Besides the exercises in today's video, if you'd like a more comprehensive program to help with ankle stability, the ankle sprain program in my book in the ankle chapter can be a great one for you. This obviously is mostly for people who have ankle sprains, but the primary impairment for people with ankle sprains is a loss of ankle stability. So this program will take you through 3 phases, show you pictures of me doing the exercises, all the exercises we would prescribe to someone in physical therapy who had an ankle sprain and had lost some ankle stability. So if you'd like a more comprehensive program with exercises you can do at home, I will put the link for my book down in the description. Our first 2 exercises are called banded inversion and eversion. These are 2 movements of our ankle, basically our ankle moving in and out. When people sprain their ankle and lose ankle stability, usually they twist their ankle into inversion or eversion. So we want to strengthen the muscles that control those movements. These muscles run up either side of your shin. So we have our everters here on the outside, they turn our foot out. And then on the inside, we have our inverters and they turn our foot in. These sets of muscles help stabilize our ankle in this medial lateral direction. Essentially, they're sort of like our built-in ankle brace. So what we're gonna do to strengthen those is take a piece of TheraBand, tie a loop in it. I'll put a link down in the description for TheraBand if you need some. What you're gonna do is hook that loop around the front of your foot. For the first exercise, for the inverters on the inside of the ankle, we're going to pull the band to the outside, and then what you're going to do is turn your foot in, and you're going to do repetitions like this, nice and slow until you hit a point of fatigue. These are technically strengthening exercises, so you want to go for 3 sets of maybe 15 to 20 repetitions. This red band is probably a little too easy for me, so I would need a different color, one that's stronger. But for this exercise, you're pointing your foot and turning in. So you have a combination of plantar flexion, pointing the foot, and inversion, turning it in. This will strengthen these inverter muscles on the inside of the shin. Once you get through a set of that muscle group, then you'll spin the band to the other side. And now I'm gonna point my foot and turn out and strengthen my peroneal muscles, those ankle everters. So I'm gonna go through a set like that. So again, 3 sets, 15 to 20 repetitions. Even if you only have an ankle stability on one ankle, I would do the other leg as well. Sometimes working that other side obviously can help protect it from injury, but can also help inform the side that has the issue. Okay, so those are our first 2 exercises, banded inversion and eversion. All right, for our next set of exercises, we're gonna work on single leg balance, but we're gonna challenge our ankle joint and the proprioceptors in that joint. So if you have a tough time just balancing in general, obviously you could just start by standing on a firm surface with the ankle that has the stability issue. Usually we'll have people do this working up to 30-second to 60-second hold times. So maybe start there, just get to a point where you can balance on one leg. If doing it with your eyes open gets to be easy, you can do it eyes closed. Most of our balance comes from our visual system, so you can see when I close my eyes, I have to work a lot harder in my ankle joint to maintain this position. So just starting on firm ground is a great starting point. As that gets easier, you can start to incorporate more challenging surfaces. So there are all kinds of products out there online, but sometimes just taking a pillow, putting it down, standing on a pillow can add some instability. It makes the balance challenge a little bit harder. It makes all those muscles around your ankle joint work harder to stabilize the joint. So this can be another option. Again, start with your eyes open. You could then go to eyes closed. There, again, are products out there in physical therapy. A lot of times we'll use something called an RX pad. There's a Dynadisc. I'll put links for those down in the description. They're pretty cheap if you want to buy something like that to have at your house. Another idea that you might have is maybe you might have a 2x4 around your house. A 2x4 can be a great way to sort of create a balance beam effect. So you can stand on that beam lengthwise. Most of our instability and balance issues happen in this side-to-side direction. So the balance beam is nice. It challenges balance and proprioception in that medial lateral direction. So again, start here. You can have arms out, eyes open. As that gets easier, you can put your arms down at your side And then lastly, close your eyes and see if you can balance there. So with all these, just work towards up to a 60-second hold time and just work on basic balance. Our ankle joint is our most important joint in terms of balance when we're standing still. So this is a great exercise to incorporate. Our fourth exercise here is called a clock. So these are called star reaches or clocks. They can be used for the knee, for the hip, but they're also really useful for the ankle. So what you're gonna do is again stand on one leg, and then I'm gonna imagine reaching out with my other leg to the different positions of the clock. So I'm just kind of going around the clock and working on maintaining my balance and control. So at a certain point, this might get to be too easy. You're just on a firm surface like this. You want to again start here, get good in this kind of situation. And then you could take that same 2x4 we had before and make this exercise a lot more challenging. So stand on the 2x4. This is immediately going to make the balance demand more challenging. And the same thing, reach to those different positions of the clock. In the beginning, you want to use with your eyes, kind of spot something on the ground, fix your gaze on one particular spot. That will help you maintain your balance. And then as you get better over time, you could do this with your eyes closed. You could stand on the beam and toss a ball with a partner, so your eyes are moving different directions. Sometimes just standing and looking over each shoulder, just moving, giving new input into your visual system makes it a lot harder to balance, and you can see how hard my leg and my ankle joint is working to maintain my balance and stability. So different things you can play with. All right, so that's our fourth exercise, a clock exercise, and then mixing up the surface you're doing it on. All right, our last and final exercise here is the most challenging one. So this is gonna get to being a little more sport specific. So if you aren't somebody who needs this kind of level of exercise, then you could just do the first four. But this one, what we're gonna do is work on a single leg side to side hop, and we're gonna plant and hold that position. So you're gonna start on, stand on one leg and then hop to the side, plant and hold the position, hop to the other side, plant, try to get a nice stick the landing, and then go to the other side. You're just going back and forth, a 1 to 2 second hold, and then back the other way. So this will work on that stability and control, especially when you land and have to plant. If you're just hopping side to side, that's okay to do too, but there's not as much of a stability demand, so it's better if you land, plant, hold for a second, and then back the other way. You can also go forward and back too. You can kind of do a whole square type setup. Go to the side, forward, over to the other side. So just working all those different directions, a diagonal. So just go for 10 or 15 reps. You get out of breath a little bit. There is a cardiovascular component to it, but that's a great sort of more sport specific drill for the person who's more active. Maybe you like to hike or trail run. Hopping like that and working on planting and controlling your ankle can be really useful. So give these a try. If you have any questions, put them in the comments section and I'll try to get back to you. See you guys in the next video. Bye.